Subscribe to our channel and help us to spread the word. Catholic Meditation, February 9th, 2024. Love of Jesus 5. Many requests. In Jesus, leaving the territory of Tyre, passed through Sidon on the way to the Sea of Galilee, crossing the region of the Decapolis. Jesus goes from here to there, tirelessly cultivating the land, tirelessly climbing the mountains and descending the valleys to find and heal me. In some corner of this world, someone is waiting for you, needing you. But it also happens, my Lord, that we too assist each other and become like the legs, eyes, and ears of those who cannot walk, see, and hear. And they brought to him a deaf man who had a speech impediment, and they begged him to lay his hand on him. I have, Lord, so many requests, so many needs. There are many people who need your help. So many have lost the life of the heart and do not listen to you. So many do not know how to speak with the soul because they are unaware that you wait for them in prayer in the innermost part of your heart. You already know me, my Master. You know that I am deaf and mute. And taking him aside from the crowd privately, he put his fingers into his ears, and after spitting touched his tongue. And looking up to heaven, he sighed and said to him, Ephphatha, that is, be opened. And his ears were opened, his tongue was released, and he spoke plainly. My Jesus, what joy to know that you will never abandon me. What joy to have, in the deepest part of my being, the conviction that you will never forget me, no matter what happens, wherever I may be. You will set out on the journey and come to meet me to lay your hands on me. You will touch my ears, and thus my heart will recognize your voice and learn to listen to you, to follow your shepherd's whistles, to immerse myself in the wonderful sound of your voice. And thus I will learn to speak with you. Yes, my Lord, divine healer, touch my tongue. Put a bit of your divine saliva on my soul so that it opens up to the supernatural, so that I speak with you and speak of you. So innermost being and comes out of me are acts of faith, hope, love, and trust. Mary, may she never doubt Jesus. You, my mother, trusted him so much that when you asked him for something, he had already granted it to you. Lady, intercede for me. If you enjoyed this guided meditation, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And after this brief guided meditation, we will continue with the theological commentary on the passage MK 7:31-37. It's a poignant account that highlights the compassion and healing power of Jesus. In this episode, Jesus is in the region of Decapolis, where they bring to him a man who is deaf and has difficulty speaking, seeking healing. Description of the crowd bringing the man to Jesus. This act symbolizes the faith and hope that people place in the healing power of the Master. The choice of Decapolis, as the setting, is significant, as it is a pagan region, emphasizing the universality of Jesus' mission and his ability to reach all people, beyond cultural or religious barriers. And aside, he performs a series of symbolic gestures, touching his ears and spitting before touching his tongue. These gestures may seem peculiar at first glance, but reveal the unique and personal nature of Jesus' intervention. In Jewish tradition, touching someone impure could be considered contaminating, but Jesus challenges these conventions, showing that his divine power surpasses any legal or ritual category. Astonishing, Jesus utters the word Ephphatha, meaning be opened, and instantly the man's ears open and his tongue is loosened. This act of restoration not only has a physical impact, but also symbolizes spiritual openness and liberation from the man's limitation and isolation imposed by his disability. By Jesus after the miracle adds an additional layer of meaning. Instead of seeking immediate publicity or recognition, Jesus instructs the crowd not to disclose what happened. This discreet approach highlights the humility of Jesus and his desire to focus on the spiritual mission rather than earthly acclaim. On a deep level, this passage invites us to reflect on the role of Jesus as the divine healer who restores not only physical health but also spiritual communion. Jesus' action transcends human limitations, revealing his authority over creation and his ability to mend what is broken. In Psalm 7:1-37, presents a powerful testimony of Jesus' compassion, healing power, and humility. Through this miracle, his divine identity is revealed, along with his desire to restore not only physical bodies, but also alienated souls. This passage challenges us to recognize Jesus' authority in our own lives and trust in his ability to open our hearts and free us from limitations that hinder us from fully experiencing life in communion with God.